What brings you up?
Well, first, I just been following you for the longest, and I just appreciate all of your content so much. Like, I've been following you for a few years, and it's been a couple of times like I was not in a good place, and you just are very motivational. So I'm just glad that I can hop on your live now, because before we couldn't get on people's lives. I'm like, I can't wait till I can get on Ashley's live one day. I don't really know what the topic was. Was there a specific topic? Because it's a lot that I would love your advice or thoughts on.
Do you have a question you want to ask? Do you have one question you want to ask?
Yes. So I, I'm sure like a lot of the women that come up here have experienced like a string of really toxic relationships, and I'm like in this place where I'm trying to understand like what is my part in it, but also I feel like we kind of are in a society that doesn't hold men accountable. And it's like I've had so many back-to-back messed up ones, but so has everybody that I met. And it's like and I hear your advice around stepping your well, some of the advice you've given around women stepping their game up to one, just like live on ourselves and attract the right kind of person. But I'm wondering if you have thoughts on that, right? Because my last relationship, I broke up with him in February. I have 2 restraining orders on him. Come to find out, he's a serial abuser. He got all kind of cases. I'm in California.
Oh. Stop. Here's the problem. You get bonquishas like this on the internet, and they make it bad for women who actually need help. So people become jaded, and they say, they don't want to help none of y'all because women, y'all don't want to call her out. Get her out the way so younger, more responsible women can actually get some desired outcomes. But Ashley wastes time. People, I mean, obviously it's money, but people like her on the internet, oh, he was an abuser. I had to call the police twice, stop.
You knew who this ninja was. It was all good when he was serially abusing that kudakata. Yeah, stop it. It was cool then. Stop the freaking madness, man. And she come on here again. Bonquisha got to put everybody in their madness. She says, I'm sure you have women come here and they all have had strings of toxic relationships. No, young ladies that have yet to fall into this despair, this does not have to be a rite of passage. Toxic nug, I swear you can avoid him quite easily with a little bit of common sense. I assure you.
All throughout California, Nevada, and Arizona. So that's a really extreme case, right? But I'm like, I'm 33. And I have my stuff together and stuff, and he's just a loser and a bum. And so is all of them. And I'm just like, why do I keep doing that? So part of it's like, okay, what is my part in it? But then it's also like, I don't know if it's because where I'm from in the Bay Area.
She says, I'm 33 years old, and every man I have ever dated has been a loser and a bum. And all the women I know, all the men they date have been losers and bums. What can we do to find these good men?
You have found your home. Your home, Bonquisha. Yes, amongst the muck, the doo-doo floating turds, you are a turd with peanuts and corn in it. Yes, ma'am. You didn't know, but we're here to tell you. We turned in the mirror. She knows the answers. Y'all call in the chat. That booger sugar got to think of something else. Man, she on one.
But it's like they all are trash, So I don't know if you have any thoughts about that because...
But the thing is, my feeling is, granted, men will approach. And maybe a dusty man will approach, right? Or a guy who ain't doing well will approach. But it's who you're choosing. If you decide to say, hey, I see all the red flags, but I'm still going to choose him, date him, and sleep with him, then in some sense we have to take accountability. Because I'm sure, Jazz, you've seen some type of sign. There had to have been something. There had to have been a sign. Like, this man doesn't seem all the way right.
No, that's facts. And I'm looking at the chat too. Some of y'all is rude as shit and bold as hell in this goddamn chat. But no, you're right.
They get bold in the comments. They're very bold
in the goddamn comments. But no, you're right about that. There was red flags that I ignored, and that's my part. And somebody said I'm telling too much stories. Well, I don't fucking know if this is what format this is. If I'm just
Jazz, just talk to me. I say ignore the chat while you can. I know this is your first time. It's hard to just ignore it. Talk to me and just tell me yes. Go ahead.
Okay. So I was just talking to my mom about this. Mind you, me and my mom were both in foster care. I'm not going to run you my whole life story. Had a really messed up life, right? As I'm sure a lot of people have. But a lot of my peers that was in foster care with me, they're in really toxic relationships. And I have a lot of empathy because it's like, okay, if we didn't have our parents do to us what they did to us, I feel like maybe we'll have a better chance at being in a healthy relationship. But it's like, even though I know that at 33, I'm still ignoring the red flags, making excuses in my head. Like, okay,
you for the streets.
She belongs to the streets.
She can say she blamed her parents. Good. Your mama in particular. There you go. Bonquisha's starting to trace her roots back. She said, who really messing us up? And look, she got a whole tattoo on her hand. I'm trying to catch it. Y'all see that? So she got a tattoo on the palm, on the whole back end of her hand. This is a mercenary hyena trying to live a soft girl life.
Mercenary by default. Post sister. Yeah, another foster baby. Shout out to all my foster kids out there. Yeah, y'all seeing it. There's nothing to unwrap here or unpack. She's showing you who she is. It's over. She damaged. She don't have any grounding, no roots, as Mr. X said. She's trying to search for them. Just empty space, the sunken place.
Still ignoring the red flags, making excuses in my head, like, okay, maybe, you know, they had a hard life, and, you know, if we get together, I don't know, but it's like.
But the thing is, Jazz, and granted, if you
got tattoos on both of her hands, down both of her, that is beyond masculine. What do it take for a feminine woman to sit in that chair and say, tattoo both of my hands?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah, I acknowledge that. Yeah, you know, people that get tattoos without any type of numbing gel or stuff like me, you get a little weird. I'll be about to fall asleep. It's soothing to me, but I'm a little messed up. This is a woman. This is a lady. She gave birth to the babies. It ain't supposed to so much be like that, but nevertheless, the dots connect. This is kind of the story of Baraka. Who else would we expect this sister to be? I got a little grace for her.
had, let's say, a bad relationship with your parents, or your parents wasn't able to teach you how to find the right mate, right? For a certain amount of time, you can say, you know what, this did affect me. For a certain amount of time, you can say, this did affect me. This did play a part in my relationship, but we can't use that for so long. We would have to go to therapy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. I'm in therapy, and I've been in therapy, you know, and I will continue going to therapy, because you're absolutely right. Like, it matters what happened, but I'm an adult and I want to have a better life now, so that's on me. But I'm just like, just was curious around your insight about that.
Are you in therapy? Are you in therapy now?
Yeah, I've been in therapy for a long time. I get it for free from being in foster care. I guess the other thing I would say really quick, I don't know how. So I just got hired for this to be an executive director for this nonprofit. It's a really big deal for me because I've never been an executive director. I've been a nonprofit. But a part of me, I'm so excited. But a part of me is like, I need to change everything, right? Because it's a very forward-facing role. I can't be in relationships like that. Not only is it going to mess up my reputation, potentially my opportunity to get funds for these.
Here we go. DEI Shawty. Shout out to the DEI program. How you about to be the director of something you all, and why y'all here dating and y'all traumatized? You clearly in therapy, you got a lot of trauma in your past, and you keep putting that onto broken and traumatized men. What do y'all think that's all y'all qualify for? It's trauma love, poverty hunching.
Unfortunately, that's just what it is. You got to take the good with the bad and the bad with the effed up. And you got to take, listen, it ain't no sunshine, no rainbows, a lot of rainy days, but take the positives. What do we acknowledge? Trauma hunching is some of the most fiery hunching. It is what it is. They try to hunch the pain away. Regular degglers can't get that type of fire and desire. So don't be trying to find, a constant man to like kind of, she need a relationship like off of Fight Club. All right, check it out.
People that I'm serving, but I'm just like, I don't know how to go about finding a higher quality person. And I know you talk about that a lot, and any feedback that you have, like, I don't know if it's geographical. Where I'm at in Oakland, we notoriously.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say it's your environment, the people you hang out with, and also how you're showing up. It's those three things: your environment, the people you associate with, and how you are showing up energetically and physically. All those three things I listed, that has to change. And that's not just for a man, that's even attracting newer friendships, better friendships, a better network of people. So you have to want to level up to be better, and you have to let go of the stories that you've been telling yourself. You have to let go of the people from your past who are still in that same mindset if you truly want to grow.
Okay, that's valid. I have been taking a step back from all of my people I grew up with, because we all have that mindset, and I'm like, I want something different, so I have to remove myself from this, which is lonely, you feel me? But I know that it's necessary for me. But I hear what you're saying about the physical stuff too. I feel like if I took a little bit better care of myself, it would aid to my confidence and my energy as well. So that's something that I really should prioritize.
Yes, immediately. I tell all you ladies, if you decide to make the decision tonight or tomorrow, your life can change in 6 months. But it's like, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want that change?
Let me stay out the goddamn chat. This is why I need to, let me put something on, because y'all fist to piss me off.
This is
I want
wild.
it bad, and I know we only have a few minutes, and I want to make time for other people to come up. But I think what I can do taken away from this conversation and have control over is the physical aspect. I think that would help me a lot, even with my mental health. And
It's unfortunate. I think Ashley and Kendra should start asking these women, where did you meet your last 5 boyfriends at, or 10, or however many, 7, and watch the pattern. It's either gonna be the bar, the club, or some dating app. And then the man on the dating app, because there are some men on dating apps that want to get married. You know, they'll have a whole profile like a woman. They'll have a paragraph, but y'all don't want them. Y'all won't even read it. You gonna skip. You looking for the man that make the little man in the boat tingle, that picture. All right, you looking to see what you like, but that ain't your husband. It's that guy with that paragraph that y'all keep skipping past.
Oh man, see, that would be a good fit for her, but for him, there's things worse than death, because those traumatizing black pills, y'all, my imagination ain't even that good. She get a hold of a wholesome dude, she got hurt in her. So if this dude come too healed, she gonna be like, you too healed, ninja. Let me give you some of this hurt. And she gonna make him come home to a Hellcat Nugna beating her back in the living room on the sofa. And when he come in the door crying and snot, she gonna say, get out, let him finish. Yeah. So no.
Yeah. They say the majority of the men that get the women on the apps, they don't put nothing, just a picture. They ain't about to sit there, oh, I'm Tom, I like long walks, and I'm looking, I'm family oriented, I'm God-fearing. No, this is me. I'm here to clap cheeks.
Nug sitting there with a big old fat doob in his ear, maybe a money fan, and the guys come through, shouty, and that's a bit.
Yeah, money, or they stand in front of a car, or they outside of a club or something, bottles.
Ain't even showing their face. Nug have a hat covering his face.
And just taking some time and space, and who knows. And I know you offer coaching and stuff. I might be able to. Do you still do coaching?
Absolutely, yes.
My salary is going up, because before I looked on, I was like, shit, I ain't gonna be able to do
You got
that.
that coin? Bring it on this way. Sign up.
Right. But I'm gonna hop off on here. But I just wanted to say, thank you so much. I really am so appreciative about the content you post. Even these lives, I come on them a lot. You are so classy. You are so motivational. I see people saying ignorant stuff to you too. You don't never match their energy. You just pour into women. You're not even biased. I ain't never heard you say the same shit. You just are empathetic towards them too. So I just appreciate you, and hopefully one day I can get coached by you. So thank you. Oh,
Thank you, guys. All the best, beautiful. And please keep me updated, okay?
Okay, hopefully you'll have me as a client soon. So
Yes.
All right.
Alrighty, darling. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming up, Jazz. Wishing you all the best. Yes, to all my girls. Hold on 1 second. Let me do something really quick, you guys. To all my girls, okay, who grew up in the inner cities, who grew up in a trap, who grew up in the hood, okay? We could love those, or even, okay, let me say this, the hood, the trap, the inner cities, or the trailer park. Okay, I'm gonna include the trailer park too. For all my girls who grew up in these areas, okay? I know you love your friends. I know y'all go way back, the trenches, thank you. I know y'all go way back, but it's time to let that go. You're not growing. It's holding you back. And maybe you're the one in the group who kind of wants to elevate. You want to go higher. So it's time to let that group of friends go. It's time to let that group of, you have to let them go, because y'all all having the same conversation. No one in the group is having a different conversation. So if y'all say, we all hate this, there ain't no this.
There you go. We talk about that up here all the time. Proximity hunting. Most of us grow up in the hood, and it's hard for us to escape. The majority of us do not move more than 30 miles of where we grew up at. Y'all hang out with the same people. Y'all date the same people. So it's the same dating pools. So like Ashley said, in order to get the best success, you sort of got to either separate yourself from them people, which is hard because y'all rely on each other too much, or just move altogether. Just got to separate.
That's it. Easier said than done. That takes courage. Yeah, that takes some purpose to leave your hometown and go to a place where nobody knows your name, where you got no reputation. I had a friend that moved, and he actually sent me a text message when he moved voicing that concern. Oh my goodness. Yeah. He was like, what? He said, I said, you cool, man. You don't got to raise awesome financial situation. He said, don't nobody know me. He said, I ain't got no reputation. They don't know me, from the field house. They don't know me. And I said, dang. Me personally, who gives a ish? But for some people, that means something.
That part. So it's unfortunate. And as far as this Bonquisha, to the sub.
The passengers of the doomed Titanic sub spent their last moments in total darkness looking for bioluminescent creatures out of the small window and listening to their favorite music. The new details of the 5 passengers' final moments have been revealed by the wife and mum of the father-son duo.
Wade in the water, diamond, wade in the water. Something's gonna trouble the water. You better wade in the water.
Yeah, telling folks to move, man, that's a big deal. And you know what? High risk, I guess. Risk of being homesick, which I don't know nothing about, and feeling lonesome. But the reward is going out there and impressing yourself with what you can achieve. You know what I mean? Be around new people, make meaningful relationships, you know, where y'all can depend on one another for certain things. And yeah, shout out to all the folks that come away from home and make it work.